Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Am I loud enough? I should get back a little bit, right? As Brother Runyon said, my name is Joe Ayala. I'm Vice President of NABET Local 53 out of Burbank, California.
Yay!
We service the broadcast industry in Los Angeles, and actually we were organizing a new group in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a Fox group, so they're really happy to have us over there right now. Let me give you a brief history of our union and where we came from, and then I'll give my little speech here real quick. The formation of the union that would become NABET was begun in 1934 when the ATE, the Association of Technical Employees, began representing employees in television, radio, film, and production. Originally, the employees represented work for the Red and Blue networks, which later became NBC and ABC, respectively. Some highlights of the NABET history were 1937, ATE expanded coverage, covering independent radio and television stations. 1940, the union's name was changed to NABET. In 1951, NABET affiliated with the CIO, and 1952, the Canadians joined NABET, and then they left. In 1960, NABET held 100 independent contracts. 65 was the first film local was formed. In 68, the Canadians achieved their local autonomy. That's when they left, with full autonomy achieved in 74. And then in 1993, the proudest moment in NABET history was when we affiliated with the CWA. And so that's where we are today. We're proud to be affiliated with brothers and sisters here at the CWA, all the CWA locals, especially Orange County. My brother Kenny done a lot for us. We've had major union strife with at Fox 11. We've had it's very, very difficult contract negotiations with that company. We have actually lost a really good member. Our local secretary, Cheryl Bacon, was fired about a couple of months ago for doing a protected action. 5 months ago, I'm sorry. Thank God she's right in front of me, because she's not going to let me forget when it was. For doing a protected action against the company. We've had an implemented contract there for about 4 years, and we've been doing these different mobilization tactics against the company. One of them was video bombing their live shots. If you guys ever go to our Facebook page, Turn Off Fox 11, and if anybody has Facebook, please like that page, because we want to see more support for that page. We've gotten a lot of it, but we could use more. If you scroll down, you'll see pictures of myself and of Cheryl behind unsuspecting reporters, and very quietly, just expressing our First Amendment rights, just says Turn Off Fox 11. And for doing that, she was terminated. And that was the actual the reason the company gave. Well, because you did that, we're going to terminate you. So we're obviously we filed an unfair labor practice charge against the company, and we're gonna get our sister her job back. Some challenges facing our union today are media consolidation. Many companies aren't, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but you can watch TV nowadays, and you may be watching what you think are two different channels, but they're owned by the same company. As a matter of fact, I read somewhere that I think most of the media corporations are owned by a very small amount of people. So you have other corporations, and they've continued to accrete other groups. How many? Six corporations. So can you imagine? I mean, that's where you've got basically six, and they're pretty much the same guys. They're all talking about the same thing. There's no diversity in news really anymore. You look at what is on television right now, and you're basically watching one viewpoint versus another. So that's my whole political speech on television right now. The other one is automation. The other challenge facing our union is automation. I used to work, I'm a director and a technical director, and I worked with a group of people, about 18 folks, camera people, audio people, the prompter operator, assistant directors, technical directors. That group of 18 folks has now been reduced to 3. It's me, my assistant, and the teleprompter operator has still managed to hang on. So our business has lost it. We've lost a lot of members due to that, and that's one of the other things that we need to combat. But it's really a very difficult challenge. You can't stop a computer from thinking. You can't stop a company from creating new ideas for implementing technology that'll save money for them. But at what cost? It costs us our membership. To combat that, we've been doing an organizing drive. Actually, I've been working on trying to organize other bargaining units that aren't organized right now since I took office in my first term about 5 years ago. Recently, we've had some success, and we're having KRCA, a local channel. Actually, it's a superstation. They have multiple channels throughout the country. With 100 employees there on site, and we're organizing them. They've already come in and started signing cards, and they're really unhappy with the workplace over there, and they're very, very pleased to know that we're literally down the street from where their station is. And even more recently, last Friday, a group from Bexel, which is another company that does video rentals for the broadcast industry, came in and expressed interest in organizing with us as well. So that's the future for our local right now, and with your help, brothers and sisters, I think we can we can get back to the old days and try and I doubt if we're ever going to get back there again, but let's try and fight for what we have. Keep your strength, and with all of us working together, we can become a better union. Thank you.